Ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to play the Tiger 2. It's been a while since I played the Tiger 2, to be honest. Wargaming buffed it a while ago, and the buff made it a very, very interesting tank. It really did. Like, it needed the buff, because before the buff, it was just an average tank. And for a Tiger, you want a Tiger to be really, really good. So Wargaming sorted the Tiger out. They made it They buffed it and made it a beefy looking tank, and of course they gave it the graphics, they gave it a new camouflage, and this tank really does look beefy. It looks very good. I really love the look of the Tiger 2. So what is the tank like? Of course, I haven't played it really since the buff, but yeah, since Wargaming have buffed it, they have made it a very, 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 very playable tank, and a very, very strong tank. You could play this tank wherever. You could play it in tournaments. If you play tier 8 tournaments back in there, you could play it in ratings as well. You could just play it to have a little bit of fun, and that is what I love. I love not just about premium tanks, you know, not about just strong premium tanks. I love when Wargaming buff tech tree tanks, especially not those that are tier 9 or tier 10, lower, tier 8, tier 7s, tier 6s. I love it when they buff these kind of tanks, so you don't just play these tanks to grind, you know, you play these tanks to have fun, and that is exactly what you can now do in the Tiger 2. That rhymes. Now, that really, really rhymes. So I could be a poet. I could actually be a poet. So, armor. 231 base standard turret armor on the front, and 166 on your hull. Now, the hull armor is hit and miss. It is strong. It is very, very strong. But with the Tiger 2, all you really need to do is switch to the premium round, and then you will be able to penetrate it. If you don't switch to premium round, especially if you're playing a tier 8 or tier 7, then you will actually find it very, very difficult to penetrate the Tiger 2 frontally. But as soon as you switch to the premium round, it becomes like butter, and you'll be able to penetrate. And I like that. I do like that. It is an extremely strong tank if people were just shooting their standard round. But as soon as they switch to their premium round, they will be able to penetrate you. But of course, yes, they can penetrate you, but they're going to do less damage doing that. So, you know, hit and miss. So the armor, very, very good for what it is. DPM is actually pretty good as well, 2,454. That is pretty much a 7.5 second reload. 225 AP pen, 285 on your APCR. So of course the standard round, if you can run it with calibrated shells just to up the pen, but considering it's APCR for your premium round and not heat, I pretty much wouldn't even bother running it with calibrated shells. Just keep the DPM. The calibrated shells don't change it that much. The alpha, you got a 310 alpha, so a little bit on the lower side for heavies, but it has the DPM. You know, it has the quick rate of fire rather than the high alpha and the long rate of fire. So 310 is okay. Of course, with it being 310, there are going to be some occasions where you do sort of 250, 260, which sucks, especially when you're shooting AP. You expect that kind of damage when you're using premium, but you can do that kind of damage when you are shooting AP. But then on the other side, you can also do around 400 damage as well. 260 on your APCR and 420 on your HE. Aim time is 3.5. Not bad. It's okay for a heavy. Dispersion 0.344. Again, nothing special, but you can live with that. It also has 7 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 35 kilometers per hour. So it definitely is a go-to tank now. It really is a go-to tank. You can have fun in the tank. If you're a higher tier, you can actually get quite a bit of block damage in the tank as well. Yeah, it's just an all-round good tank, and I love the buff. I really do love the buff. They've made it really, really strong. Again, if you can't penetrate it, then just switch to APCR. Even when tier 7s, to be honest, switch to APCR. Yeah, you might not, I mean, there, look, that guy just penetrated me very, very easily. But that's all you need to do. Just switch to the premium round and you will be able to pen it somewhere frontally. So a nice little bit of accuracy there, but as I've said with the rate with the alpha, 290, so you are doing sub 300 quite often. So again, if you can angle your tank, it will be beneficial to you because you will be able to get some bounces. And if you come out sideways or the rear to some tanks, then again they will be able to penetrate you very, very easily as well. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty decent. You've got to angle, of course you've got to angle your turret as well. And you can see here, this game, I'm just getting ripped apart. I haven't bounced a single shot at the moment. Risk it there. But again, as you can see, a 300 shot, so 303. So I want to take that guy out because he can actually kill me with the one shot. But then there is that VK168. So I'm like, okay, I best not come out sideways anymore. These guys are looking at me. We are down on tanks, but we are winning on supremacy points. So I am being a little bit risky here, but I really want to take that guy out. I'm not bothered about the J Panther, even though it's a good tank. He can't take me out with one shot. So, but that VK168 could have taken me out very, very easily with one shot. So now we're just going to be a little bit more patient. I mean, again, we haven't blocked a single shot. Get the shot on the IS-3 defender there, bringing him now down to a one shot. So even though the enemy have got 4 tanks, probably 3 of them are all one shots. So there goes the IS-3, there goes the J Panther, and it just leaves 2 tanks left alive. The J Panther there, and again, if you can angle, that is our first block of the day. One shot from the J Panther. So we are going to take him out for our 4th kill, leaving now just the Tiger P. So you can see the armor is good, but I'm up against tier 7s, and I'm still haven't, I've bounced once. And if you let them aim, especially your cheeks as well, they will be able to penetrate you. And again there with the Tiger P, he aimed, I allowed him to aim, and he got his shot off and he penetrated. And that is a tank that is a tier below me. So yes, it is a very, very strong tank, but it is easily doable. Like you can deal with the Tiger 2 very, very easily. So here we're just going to have one more game on Fort Despair. Now, when I'm recording this, I already had the first game that you've just watched, and so far today, this is the only game I have played. And I managed to get the footage. We're up against tier 9s, so of course, you're not going to bounce too much against tier 9s. Give them the opportunity, stay still, and let them aim. They will be able to penetrate you. Not so much the light tanks or the medium tanks. Yeah, they still might have to switch to the APCR or the heat, but yeah, overall it's definitely well balanced. I thought when they first buffed it, it was kind of OP, but then playing it more, looking at the armor profile into it and thinking, okay, like coming up against the Tiger 2 as well, then you do get that feeling that, okay, yeah, it's a great tank, but I wouldn't say it is overpowered. So the Samoa there, we do get one block, and you can see the penetration. We are actually struggling to penetrate the Samoa there. And again, we've lost almost half of our hit points. We've only bounced one shot. We're going to go for the track there of the Jag Tiger 8.8, and now I'm in a situation where I could come out sideways, but you know, I just wanted to show a little bit of my track just to guide him into shooting and not doing any damage. And doing that, it allowed me to get a bounce, me to get a shot, and my team to get around the other side of him. So now he is in a sticky situation. So now that's going to be one tank down. The Samoa, no reason for him to do what he was doing there. Like, he didn't need to come and take the shot. He could have took the shot without exposing himself. But now the Jag Tiger 8.8 has gone. I'm just going to switch to the APCR now because I don't really want to aim. I want to get the shot off as quickly as possible. He does track me, and because he tracks me, he manages to get away. But unfortunately, this Scorpion G is there to take him out. So there is the T26E5, the Sheriff. So you can see, again, we do get another bounce. We want to get that shot. 276, a bit of a low roll, but we will take it. That was actually quite a nice shot. So now we are going to take a shot because I want to get behind this SMV. So again, nice HE shot into the rear of him. You can use the HE with these kind of tanks, then you can use the HE on quite a few tanks, and 479 is actually a very, very nice roll. So that now puts me on 900 block damage and 2,700 damage, and there is still 4 tanks left out there. Some of them still has some nice amount of hit points. So there is the standard AP, 388 for a high roll, 388, which is pretty nice. So now with him gone, it now is just 2 tanks left alive, the CC1 Mark II and the WZ120. So I'm off 3.6k damage, and to be honest, we have done that very easily, but we wouldn't have done that if we wouldn't have got them block damage that we have got, well, 900 block damage. So I've just taken the shot from the WZ120. Now I am going to reload before him, so I want to just take the shot. Unfortunately, I only track him, but I don't want to just sit there in the open. I want to hide. Unfortunately, he does get shot, but I am able to get the winning kills. So it made it look easy. But that is the Tiger II. The Tiger II is now a very good tank. It can be dealt with pretty easily. Yes, you might have to switch to premium round, but you know, it's a heavy tank. All these light tanks and medium tanks should be switching. If you're going to shoot this tank frontally, then you should be switching to the premium round. If you don't want to switch to the premium round, then use your mobility and get around the tank. But overall, very nice tank. Wargaming have made it so it's enjoyable to play, and again, like I said, it's nice to see because it is a tech tree tank. So let me know your thoughts on the Tiger II. Is it a tank that you go to, or is it still a tank that you absolutely hate? I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm Meadsy, and I will catch you all very soon. Bye-bye. With